Do you think you're going to do creators? से मुझे एक idea और आया. Have you guys considered bringing other people on like a cameo sort of thing?
Like a
Like a
celebrity
cameo? Or yeah, like
Or-
another your YouTuber friend or something.
That see, like when you're asking, did you do any planning? Of course, I did planning. I had initially when we started the show, I had my entire Mango Bars thinking with the show. Now, so I was like, okay, this is how we're gonna do this. We're going to eventually bring on some celebrity cameos because that's gonna drive in the audience and blah blah blah.
Right.
Blah. And then I realized, okay, celebrity cameos, we've had those experiences in the past, and they actually don't bring in the quality audience that you want. They bring in essentially that audience, which then later on becomes
Toxic.
questioning, or as let's say what you asked earlier also now, the Kashmir issue and what Irfan went through with his audience.
Yeah.
कि जब बड़ी audience अचानक से आ जाती है ना, then you are in a very difficult position. Sure, okay, you have a greater audience, and yes, the brands will come. Yes, that aspect of your professional career will take off, but then it becomes a professional career only.
Yeah.
And to maintain this as a content as your professional career then becomes a very
Also, we
it's
always
a delicate balance.
We always wanted like any celebrity to come on to be on our terms, right? So not like if a brand comes to us and says, "Can you do an episode with a celebrity?" But you have to do it in a nice kitchen, and no, like it should be in this dirty ass kitchen.
Yeah.
They should also just be sat there under the.
And we spoke about this in the ice cream episode. We said we have a friend who came over. Her name is Myra. So we're like, Myra Khan aa rahi hai, yaar. Myra Khan aayegi, and she's gonna, she's launching a new ice cream business. And so Myra came, and we're like, so this is actually our friend Myra. It's not Myra Khan.
Yeah.
But if the actual Myra Khan did come, we'd be like, she'd sit right over here in the stool right next to us. And there'll be no makeup, there'll be no costume change, none of that nonsense.
Yeah.
The way she comes, that's the way she needs to be, because that's
and we'd
our
still
show.
Be cracking Hitler jokes.
Yes. Still crack whatever.
No, but like not just celebrities. Like you said, Asad gave you this Nihari masala mix. So you're like, Asad, tum aao. You do this.
Asad has appeared in an episode before also. He sent us a little snippet.
Muru came for a tasting.
And
he was there for a tasting.
He was there for his podcast, and I said, let's get Muru for the tasting.
Which then I hadn't even released. I had 4 or 5 podcasts that died. Anyway, whatever.
Yeah.
Are you thinking of, you mentioned कि ऐसी kitchen में आएगी, यहीं बैठेगी, सब कुछ होगा. Do you think if you like decide एक दिन कि we're going to invest in like production value up करनी है हमें for some reason?
Then I'm over होंगे actually. Then we're going to go way over.
Yeah.
Then even there I've had this thought कि हमें essentially शुरू इस तरह करना चाहिए before we even get our cooking show on TV, which will be overly produced. We need to get on to a morning show.
Right.
Like a segment.
Right.
Like a Nida Yasser
That's
ke saath
great.
segment कर लिया.
Yeah. That's great. Because like, again, going back to the Conan example, he would have chefs on, and chef to kaam kar raha, but Conan is like that chaotic element over there, just throwing stuff and putting food on himself and that sort of thing. It could work. So, but
or if that also doesn't happen, we'll make Cooking Chaos a segment of a morning show that we'll create the morning show first, and then we'll make Cooking Chaos a segment of that. And we'll actually hire a host, like, somebody else, some auntie or some lady to host a morning show. Yeah. And then we'll produce all the other segments with other people, and then we'll have our cooking segments. Just so I always believe in showing as an example is better than pitching or discussing with people, because people will never understand what's in your mind.
Yeah, show don't tell, basically.
So exactly. So what I want is let's make our own morning show, or let's make our own traditional. हमने ये भी discuss किया था कि live studio के सामने एक cooking show episode करते हैं.
Right.
So that's also sort of somewhere in the brain के जब वो मिलेगा तो वो भी बनाना है.
वो 5 घंटे का shoot नहीं हो सकता. Like if you have a
नहीं हम करेंगे उसमें हम audience को rotate करते रहेंगे हर घंटे.
दरवाजा lock कर दो. नहीं, you're not going. Acha. But then you've thought about all. Again, we go back to the thing though. Like, you have these ideas, but also you're saying कि हम हर हफ्ते सोच लेते हैं कि अच्छे इस हफ्ते क्या बनाना है, क्या mood हो रहा है. So how is that balance going to work? Like, because these ideas are also good. It's not like ये हम एक corporate progression सोच रहे हैं type of thing. But do you think is this going to be happening anytime soon? Do you think? Because then you'll have to push for it internally.
Yeah. It's like we have to push for certain things. Like, see, I'll give another example. We've had this donut episode that's been sitting around for a very long time, also, just like his podcasts. And so
I've seen clips of this in between.
Yeah. So I feel like as soon as we release the donut episode, that's when we can start exploring the other ideas, because then those will one up the other stuff now. So if we have to one up ourselves, so first we'll release the donut cart, then we'll release some thing like a live show or like a live studio segment, and then we'll take it to a morning shows episode all together, and then proceed ahead from there, and hope that one of these days some person in an important position will see something of ours and be like, you know what, let's roll the dice with these guys on something.
Yeah.